start. That's the early game Sunday, game one in that matchup. This is Saturday night, game one. The 76ers at home against Miami, the 3 against the 6. Wasn't that long ago that the Sixers were 20-30-1 to win the East? They're now 5-1 at William Hill. That's what a 16-game winning streak will do for you. And it's a tough, quite the conundrum for odds makers with the series price about when does Embiid come back. But I'm pleasantly surprised I was wrong. The numbers were so bad with Embiid on the bench and when he doesn't play. But when he went down, they went 8-0 straight up and 5-3 ATS. And 2 of the losses were bad beats. We mentioned the Dallas one where Barnes laid it in twice late and the Sixers dribbled it out. 112 points per 100 possessions on offense. The acquisition of Ilyasova and Bellinelli. Redick has been Superman. And Ben Simmons averaging a triple-double during the winning streak. The last time that happened was Oscar Robertson. So this team is dangerous. And the home court, 16 in a row. I would throw out what happened when these teams met in the regular season, as it was a while ago with Miami. But once Embiid comes back, this team's a powerhouse. That's why you tank. You got to love the process in Philadelphia.
That being said, Embiid may or may not be back for this series, which makes it somewhat difficult for the books to price appropriately. And let's get that graphic up there one more time, where you see that's 8-0 straight up, 5-3 against the spread, and the plus 15.5 net points per 100 possessions. The fact is, something's happening in Philadelphia now that wasn't happening earlier in the year. And that's they're starting to lose games by a hook, and by a 1.5, and by 2 points against the spread, where it's clear markets have caught up with them. Finally, when you talk about 2 of the 3 ATS losses, legit bad beats, all 3 point spread losses came by a combined 4.5 points. I worry about that for Philadelphia. I worry about the markets having fallen in love with this team a little bit too much right now. And of course, you know, it is a Sixers team. We know about the first quarter runs. The experience level. J.J. Redick, 88 career playoff games. Amir Johnson, too. He's an Eastern Conference playoff veteran. He played with the Pistons, the Raptors. He's been doing it so long, the Pistons were relevant in the Eastern Conference Finals team every year when he got there. Amir Johnson, a playoff veteran. Marco Bellinelli won a title with San Antonio. So some of the moves the Sixers have made have really set them up nicely with a veteran core to help the young guys in their first playoff run.
Well, this is cause for concern with the Heat. Where are they at? Because they struggled down the stretch. And they had to go to overtime last night in a game they had to have to beat Toronto, who had nothing to play for. But 2-12 straight up their last 14 road games going back to January. The wins are against Atlanta and the Lakers. Mercy. But some of the losses were close. And they also blew a big lead against Philly, one of the games, too, on the road. But you wonder about the chemistry when Whiteside ripped the coaching staff, when they sat him in a fourth quarter and didn't play. But we'll see if they can test the Sixers' playoff inexperience here.
Sure. And again, we talk about Philly as potentially a team that's a little bit overvalued right now, where the markets are white hot on the Sixers. Here's Miami. And I don't know if you're going to see this. And it's, 2-12 straight up, last 14 on the road. Say, oh, my God, the Heat, game 1, game 2, they can't compete with these guys. Well, when you look at the graphic, all these are against playoff teams, and all of these are tight games. We're losing by 6, losing by 4. They lose, but they lose close games. They played 3 times in the last 2 months since Embiid got hurt. Miami 2-1 straight up, 1-1-1 against the spread. Eric Spoelstra, quote, "We had some crazy games where both teams lost big leads and lost it. This is what you want." The 3-6 matchup is usually very competitive. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this 3-6 matchup, Pauly, being a little bit more competitive than bettors might think, especially we talk about Eric Spoelstra, guy with rings, against a guy with no playoff experience whatsoever, and Coach Brown for Philadelphia. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.